By 1884, French has taken control over Vietnam by conquering the territory of Tonkin, Annam, and Cochinchina. So this is brief timeline of Vietnam under French power. Like how did French successfully take control over Vietnam? Um, yeah. It all started from 1858. The French Bibliothèque at Da Nang, and in 1859, February 24th, French took Saigon. And by realizing the threat, in 1862, February 24th, Emperor Tudor agreed with France and signed a treaty. And this treaty officially confirmed French conquest, saying that now the south part of the Vietnam is their territory. In 1867, the Cochinchina became French territory, and in 1883, central and north part of Vietnam became protectorates of France, which is Annam and Tonkin. And in 1885, February 24th, anti-French resistance movements occurred, and it was led by a man named Bien Dinh Pung. And next, in 1887, it created a creation of the Indochina Union, which included Cochinchina and Annam and Tonkin and Cambodia, and later a Laos. And in 1927, February 24th, Nationalist Party is formed in Vietnam. And next was 1941. Ho Chi Minh initiated the Viet Minh, and this group used Leninism to serve Vietnamese nationalism to fight against for French colonialism. And in February 1945, Viet Minh started revolution that brings them to power. And then in February 24th, 1946, French came back to Vietnam to reclaim their land, and French also forced Ho to sign control for the Vietnam. And in February 1954, 24th, finally Vietnam forces won the battle against the French at Dien Bien Phu. Then, who was Vietnamese leader who helped to achieve independence? Obviously, it was Ho Chi Minh. Who was Ho Chi Minh? He was Vietnamese communist leader who led the Viet Minh independence movement, and he took control of Democratic Republic of Vietnam in 1945. And with this Democratic Republic of Vietnam, he successfully defeated a French Union at 1954 at Battle of Dien Phu Bien, and he became president of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam, which was north part of Vietnam until 1969. The major reason why French tried to take control over the Vietnam was because of economic issue. The Paul Doumer, who was prominent politician who was sent to Indochina to govern it, tried to use the Vietnam to bear the administrative cost of running Indochina, and he tried to use an opium, which was very highly addictive drug, and when Vietnamese was heavily addicted to this plant opium, he used Vietnamese market to gain money from Vietnamese. Was Vietnam protectorate or colony? Well, some part of the Vietnam was protectorate and both colony. However, I would like to justify Vietnam as protectorate because French majorly used Vietnam to exchange for something else, which was economic issues to gain money to rule Indochina. If we illustrate the man above the ship is France and the man above the land is a Vietnamese, it's actually harming a Vietnamese while it seems like France is helping a Vietnamese because they're using them as economic value.